All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. We're diving deep today, and this time it's all about the future.
The future, huh? Sounds exciting.
It is. It is. We've got this pile of, it's mostly promotional stuff, all about what they're calling, the future of tech, cryptocurrency, the metaverse, VR and AR, all those buzzwords.
Yeah, I've seen those terms thrown around a lot lately.
Right. So we're going to cut through the hype, all the promises, and really look at what's actually going on. What has the potential to, really change things?
All right, sounds like a plan. Let's get critical.
Exactly. Let's start with cryptocurrency. This source, it kind of throws you right in the deep end with all this jargon. Blockchain, Bitcoin, Ethereum, even Dogecoin. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I can see how that would be a bit overwhelming.
It is. So help me out here. Break it down for us. What are these terms all about?
Okay, well, blockchain is really the foundation of it all. It's basically a new way to keep records. Think of it like a digital ledger, but instead of being controlled by one bank or company, it's distributed across a whole network of computers. Nobody can mess with it.
Oh, okay. So that's how they achieve the whole decentralization thing, right?
Exactly. And that's what makes cryptocurrency so appealing to a lot of people. It takes the power away from traditional financial institutions and puts it back in the hands of individuals.
Interesting. So when this source calls Bitcoin digital gold, they're drawing a parallel to its potential value, I guess, like a limited supply that could go up over time.
That's the idea, yeah. But of course, gold has been around for centuries. Bitcoin, not so much. It's still a very volatile market.
That's true. And there's all these other terms too, like ICOs and token studies. What are those all about?
Well, ICOs, those are initial coin offerings.
Yeah.
It's kind of like crowdfunding, but for cryptocurrency projects. Raise money to develop new platforms or coins, token studies. Those dive into the specifics of different cryptocurrencies, like how they're designed and what they can actually do.
So there's a lot more to it than just buying and selling Bitcoin, huh?
Oh, absolutely. It's a whole complex ecosystem. And yeah, our source is definitely excited about the potential, talking about, huge returns. But to be fair, they do mention the risks too, volatility, regulations, all that.
Right. It's not a guaranteed win. Okay, well, let's move on from digital money to, digital worlds, the metaverse. This
Yeah.
source is talking about blending physical and virtual realities, virtual concerts, working in digital offices, even owning virtual land. It's a lot to wrap your head around.
It is, and it's definitely still early days. But the core idea is to create these immersive experiences that go beyond what we can do online now. Think about attending a conference virtually, but feeling like you're actually in the room interacting with people.
Oh, I see. So it's not just about, putting on a VR headset and playing a game. It's about interacting, maybe even living in a virtual space. But that brings up a question. What about people who can't afford the technology or don't have good internet access?
Right. Accessibility is a major consideration. The technology has to evolve and become more affordable and accessible for the metaverse to really take off.
And is this really a new frontier, like the source claims, or just a, fancier version of what we already do online?
That's a good question. I think there's potential for it to be truly transformative, but it really depends on how it develops.
All right, fair enough. Let's shift gears again to VR and AR. Virtual reality, augmented reality.
Uh-huh.
Our source has some pretty cool examples here, like watching movies in a totally immersive way or practicing surgery in a virtual environment.
Yeah, the potential applications are pretty mind-blowing, especially in fields like education, training, and healthcare. Imagine learning history by actually walking through a virtual recreation of ancient Rome or practicing a complex surgery without any risk to a patient.
Wow, that would be incredible. And this source, they're really emphasizing the business applications of all this tech. VR and AR could revolutionize things like supply chain management and logistics, right?
Absolutely. I mean, imagine using VR to train employees on complex procedures in a warehouse or using AR to overlay real-time data onto a physical supply chain. That could lead to huge efficiency gains.
And fewer mistakes, I bet.
Exactly. Plus, the source mentions how businesses are using these technologies to create more engaging customer experiences, like personalized virtual shopping experiences.
But even if someone thinks this is all just futuristic fun and games, there are real practical implications for businesses, right?
Oh, absolutely. And that's a key takeaway here. This isn't just science fiction anymore, it's happening now. Whether it's the potential of cryptocurrency to change finance, the metaverse's promise of new digital worlds, or the transformative power of VR and AR, these advancements are worth paying attention to.
Right. So, listeners, we've gone deep on some pretty complex stuff today. But the takeaway is the future is here. or at least it's getting closer. And while the source we looked at today was all about the exciting possibilities, it's important to remember that every new technology comes with its own set of challenges and potential downsides.
Absolutely. No technology is a magic bullet.
Exactly. So as these advancements continue to evolve, it's up to all of us to engage with them thoughtfully and critically, to ask the tough questions.
Well said. The future is shaped by those who choose to understand and participate in it.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And on that note, I'll leave you with this thought. If this tech really is the future, what role do you want to play in shaping it? That's something to think about. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Until next time.